Alright, hello ladies and gentlemen, hello Raddest. We're here for gameplay of Dark Souls 3. As you see, the game is in French, but don't worry, I will translate it as we go. So, I have played for a few hours. I don't know if you would call like 300 hours a few, but that's how much I've played this game. So, we're gonna go ahead, select a new game. In French, nouvelle partie. Yes, vive la France. And I'm fairly sure I forgot to sync. Alright, I'll leave you with this.
It is called Lothric, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge. In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones. The bell tolls, unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves. Aldrich, saint of the deep, undead legion, the Abyss Watchers. And the reclusive lord of the profaned capital. Yon the Giant. Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones. And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
Alright, here we are again. I hope you appreciated the introduction where I didn't speak at all. Alright, so, character creation, I like to take about 30 minutes to create someone that I will not see because he will or she will be under an armor. So, I'll catch up with you, or however the fuck we say it in English. I'll see you later, after character creation. we are back with our beautiful character. So now we have to name it. I attempted to name it Sourcilus the Drunk before, but unfortunately there's not enough length for that. Sourcilus means, well, it's a play on word with like eyebrows, because I made him have like fucking large eyebrows. So we'll just call him Rad the Drunk. Okay. So now, for the starting class, I actually haven't thought about that. So we could either go for a cleric. If you know anything about Dark Souls 3, you'll know that miracle builds are shit. So we're not gonna go with this. There's also the option to go beggar or mendiant in French, but like I can't go through that. So there's pyromancer. I don't know, maybe sorcerer. The best spells are at the end of the game, and it's a single playthrough, so probably not the best option. This is assassin. This is the class we would go to if I were to do a speedrun of the game. I've done a few speedrun of it, so like as we go along, I will just share with you a bit of lore about speedrun and things like this, like routes that we take, strats that we use, glitch that we use, etc. Then we have thief, which is Dex. I'm not a pussy, I won't play Dex. We have herald, which is also miracle and has a spear, and spear is annoying when you don't know how to use it. Then we have warrior, strength. I like strength. Then mercenary, dex as well. I'm kind of tempted to go with pyromancer, because like knight is like noob class. It has really good stats, especially life. A great armor for the beginning. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go pyromancer. So let's do that and terminer création, or finish the creation. Yes, I want to play with this character. I'll leave you alone for the cutscene. If it ever loads. Fuck. And we are back. So, as you see, we've spawned. Well, we've risen from the dead. This is our grave. We've rose from the dead in the Ashen Cemetery. So on the ground, you can see that there are messages at Technoma, which is basically like the tutorial for the game. I've played it a few hours, as I've said previously, so I don't need to do that. Okay, yeah. I actually don't remember how to. Okay. No, I've been playing a lot of other games recently, especially like Sekiro, which like makes it a bit harder to remember what the controls are. Pretty ironic, since I just said that I don't need tutorial to go through with the game. Anyway, we'll just go on. Yeah, it's not A to sprint, you fucking idiot. Alright. So, down this way there is one powerful enemy that we won't attempt to do, because it would just be like annoying. We'll come back to him, or it, yeah, English, later in the game. He actually gives us like important material that we need to use. well, that we can use to improve gear. Primarily weapons, because like the fuck improves armor. Oh, I don't think you can in this game. I actually don't remember. Anyway, now we've reached our first bonfire. We're gonna... and then we can rest to the bonfire if anyone hasn't played any Dark Souls game. So then we got an emote to rest. Now we quit it and we can use the emote by, I change, do this, and now, voila. Now we're back up, so what I'm gonna do is first kill all enemies in the area, and then I'll show you what route we would take for a speedrun. Okay. I'm definitely rusty. So for a speedrun, we wouldn't like give a shit about all those objects, but like since we're doing a playthrough and as I said, I'm rusty, I need all the help I can get. So, okay. So I'm playing with a shield right now, which is kind of the newbie play, hiding behind your shield. But that's how I'm gonna go until I am better at the game. Nope, wrong, it's with B. Shit. Okay. So as you can see on the top left hand corner, there's my health, the red bar. There is the stamina bar. You see the green one. Each time I hit, it depletes. You can see that my health bar is not full since I've been taking a couple of hits. So I'm gonna press X, and as you see at the bottom of my inventory, I have a flask, the yellow thing, and it's a fiole d'estus, so Estus flask. There's also Cendrus, Ashen Estus flask, or however the fuck you say it in English. And if I drink it, it replenishes my health. So now, you see down there, there's like the tiny white thing that shines, and this is an object. So I'm gonna try to jump and get to it. Success. So now, yeah. So the object I just took is something that will help me improve equipment early on. So, as I said, now that I've killed everybody except the mini-boss in the next area, I'll show you how we would speedrun that. So, I think... What are you still doing here? Did I die? Oh no, I rested. So when you rest, enemies respawn. So okay, so I still have a bit more killing to do before I can show you. So it's fine. It gives me more souls. So you can see on the bottom left hand corner, I have a number, and each time I kill someone, there's like numbers above it that add to the count. And this is souls. Souls is like the currency of the game, and each time you die, you actually lose every soul that you have. Okay, so when you speedrun, you spawn, you start running, and then you actually go in your equipment while still running, and you unequip everything. and equip some other things in other spots in your inventory, because it's, yeah, you wouldn't like take this soul, for instance, because it's easier to access it afterwards. And in the beginning of the game, in the assassin class, as I told you that we would choose to start the speed run, the inventory, like what you have, is you're too heavy to have the optimal stamina regeneration, which is important in speedrun since you want to be able to sprint all the time. Whoops. Okay, so whoops, yeah, I'm definitely rusty. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not talking a lot because I am trying to focus. Yeah, pretty easy boss. Only got hit once, which is already once too much. So after each boss, you have a bonfire that spawns. So you kind of have a checkpoint and you gain a substantial amount of souls. You've seen that on the counter on the bottom right hand corner. I got 3,000 souls, which is pretty good for the beginning, but is actually nothing for endgame. So now I'm gonna open the door. And this is kind of the end of the tutorial. This was kind of to teach you the basis and how bosses work, like mechanics. Okay, so I'm gonna go around and take all the items that I can. So yeah, I've finished demonstrating the speed run. So at the end, my best time after killing the guy here is 1 minute and 52 seconds. We've been here for more than 10 minutes, so yeah, definitely not speedrun worthy. But this is a playthrough, not a speedrun. I might upload a speedrun, but I'm rusty and I haven't recorded any other speedrun. So either I would have to derust myself, I don't know what's the proper English word for it. But anyway, I would have to do that and then upload it, which I might do after I finish the game, because that'll be, but a speedrun, it's gonna be annoying. Yeah, to give you a sense of my speedrun times. I finished the game in 7 hours, so it would be a 7-hour long speedrun, which is quite lengthy for a speedrun. Anyway, yep, there's an item here. So I think I'm just gonna take the bonfire inside the building, which is like Firelink Shrine, and it serves as the hub for the main game. Less so than in Dark Souls 1, because really from the kind of hub area in Dark Souls 1, you could go to every places in the game, whereas here it's more like your HQ. You go back here, but the otherwise the route that you take in the game is pretty much linear and goes, this is the beginning, until the end you go further away from this place. So I'm gonna insert the sword that we just got from the mini boss, and I think we'll end it here. I hope you enjoyed this first episode. I will try to get better at speaking in English, more particularly, and speaking while I try to focus on the game. Anyway, see you later, boys. No, don't tell me. I forgot to record. Putain!